talking about it with the last game. I was laughing so hard because they were getting bleeped out.
Oh, wow.
But it's okay.
Good.
O. Jackson. Nice, Brett. All right.
So did you get it to load up? Is it
Yeah, it's all good.
Awesome.
It's good.
Do it.
We've got some really awesome music, too. I really like the menu music here.
Yeah, the music's pretty cool.
It's weird because I know you didn't make the music, but I still like it. It's part of your game, so I mean, take the compliment, I guess.
No, it's the way that the music came out was I kind of just had a demo out, and this guy just came up and he was like, "I really like your game. Can I make music for it?" And so, I mean, everything in this game is all music from him.
Oh, so it was actually made for your game.
Yeah. So, I mean,
awesome.
like, the way I told him to do it was, I actually didn't tell him anything at all. I was just like, just play the game and see what kind of music you can come up with. And this is what he came up with.
Great. It sounds good. I haven't played the game yet, so I don't know if it matches, but it sounds good on the menu. All right, up, down, left, right, shift, roll, E, accept, open, close, main, Q, WASD. All right. Do it. So, and just, I have to note, Furvier, right?
Yeah.
Furvier here, he sent me this build today. He was like working on this hardcore today. He's like, I've got a new build for the game that I want to get to you for the show tonight. And I'm like, all right, just send it to me when you got it. And he's like working all day for the past like 7 or whatever, 10, I don't know how many hours. And so
I think it's been like a good 15 or so hours, and then the same kind of thing like every day before for a week.
Right. Oh. Can I pick this up? I've totally forgotten the controls already.
Oh, could you
Oh,
I'm not getting the new video.
Are you not seeing it? Hold on a second. It should be there. Here, let me redo this. Check the Skype window now. It should be there. Go pull people.
I'm not kidding it.
Can you see it on the Skype there?
No.
Let's do this. Try making the window full screen and looking for. You might have to click something on Skype. I love the music. I feel like my segment here is just atmospheric games. I like it. Do a roll. Wait, I have to select a game. There we go. I did a roll. Not quite a barrel roll, but it's like a forward roll. It's a somersault.
Huh.
Can you see it there?
No, I'm not getting it. I guess I'll just follow the stream.
Hold on, let me try a different way of doing it.
We were doing it earlier.
Does that work?
I'm not seeing anything on your screen. All I see is that swirling circle kind of thing.
Oh, okay. You know what? Let me just leave and rejoin the call.
Alright, that sounds fine.
Call. All right. Is it working now?
No.
Unmute it first. Wait, what?
Can you guys see, Alex? Can you see the video on my side?
Yeah.
I'm seeing your
On
screen
Skype,
share. Yeah. It's definitely updating because I see rain. Oh, hey, Cobalt.
Maybe I'll just rejoin the call.
Maybe, yeah. Try that. In the
There's
meantime,
one
I'll do rolls. I'll roll around.
It says River needs to get the latest version of Skype.
Oh, is that why? That's
To
horrible.
experience group video and sharing.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, this show must go on. So
I'll explain
I'll
where
just-
I am. You can open up the game and then play with me. There's a sword on the ground, and there's a little red thing above my head.
just go for it. Yeah.
Wait, how do I, Can I pick it up?
Did you change it at all? It should be R, I guess.
R. I must have changed it.
Go pick up the sword.
I can't pick up the sword.
You probably don't need it. It's just a sword.
Just a sword.
Who needs
Yeah.
swords? Alright.
It's like
No, should I actually be picking up the sword?
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know how to pick up the sword. Uh-oh. Hold on.
Maybe it's E.
Let's close it and reopen it. That should work, right?
And this is the tutorial, man.
Alright, customize controls. WASD. Main weapon. Select, accept, E, blah, blah, blah. Shift. Base. Alright, try this again. Oh, it was E. Okay. Now, main weapons. A normal sword, value of 100. Equipped. Nice. Okay. Now I can slice. You can't slice rocks. Doesn't make sense. So this is. Give me the. Oh man, you slice the things, the grass, and it gives you hearts. I sense a little bit of of Zelda influence, perhaps. Hello?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just like kind of confused.
Are you
Where-
trying to figure out how to time travel through?
Yeah, it's all messed up. But yeah. I mean, I was really influenced by Zelda games. Like, it was like my favorite Game Boy game. Like, I would play it all the time, and like I started doing game dev like about 2 years ago, and it was just like casual stuff at first, but then I don't know, I just kept going for it. Like I don't know, I just
started. How did you get into developing?
it was just I just downloaded a program and just started making games, and it's weird. Like, the first game I actually made was another game like this, but it was just awful, and like
Many first games are.
yeah, it's just learning the engine, and I'm using Construct right now, Construct Classic.
So are you completely self-taught?
Well, I mean, like, self-taught in Construct Classic. I don't really know any programming at all,
cool.
but
This is super
I'm
impressive.
starting to pick up, like, making some web pages and stuff.
Little tricks.
Like, yeah, because it's just like Construct Classic kind of teaches you just like the whole logic of things, and then
Takes a while to chug the health potion.
yeah, I know. But yeah, my concept for this game was just make just an action game. Like, the things I focus on are just good gameplay, and I try to like make the best gameplay I can. Like, I like to really focus on combat.
Yeah. I'm already excited for future weaponry to combat my opponents with. I want to get all fancy in the lingo. Things to
Yeah,
hit
so,
stuff
like,
with.
Yeah, you're gonna get a lot of that stuff in this demo. It's just like I made this tutorial level. This like this was me working on my map maker.
Huh.
It feels like an advanced, like a super version of the Game Boy Zeldas.
Yeah,
It feels like it's like a souped up version of like a really what is like now I've lost the name of it.
The Zelda? We're not even sleep deprived yet, Calvin. You're not allowed.
Sorry.
Oh, there's things.
I do have to say, after having played the version of this game that you sent me, like about a month ago, the visuals have changed drastically. I think, haven't they?
Yeah, I mean, I've.
Okay. I'm
thing
totally
is, like-
questioning myself to play so many games.
Oh, I already got a better weapon. I'm sorry, I got it. 400. 4 times the value of my last weapon. Oh, totally. Sorry.
Link's Awakening. That's what it's
Link's Awakening.
and the other one.
And there's pots.
Oh.
This is like. This is it. This is like modern day old school Zelda. That is praise, by the way.
I think it's very hard to make a game with this kind of a graphic style and gameplay without being compared to Zelda. And there's really nothing wrong with that because Zelda's gameplay isn't actually super original either.
Is it?
For like for most of it,
It was.
but it's mostly ripping itself off. Right?
I'm
We don't have to have that conversation.
Yeah,
Oh, this is
I've been trying to improve my art. Like, I only started doing pixel art like a year ago in March, so I practically practice it like whenever I can, and like as you can see, there's just a lot of assets that go into this game. There's like a ton of animations, and there was a lot of just tiles to do. And in between this game, I've been working on a couple other games. Like I've released,
Oh God, I died.
or I've like had probably like 5 other games out. Like some of them were from for the Ludum Dare, and
I died.
it's just like
Very,
Oh,
very
no.
embarrassingly. Sorry, continue.
like just for some Ludum Dare games. Like I said, I was focusing on fun before, and I did pretty well for those Ludum Dare games. It's like, oh no, did you just break the game?
I died, and it might have been broken. I tried to not draw attention to it. I'm telling you, it happens. I'm sorry.
I just tested this.
What happened? What's supposed to happen when you die?
You're just supposed to go back to the beginning of that level,
Oh.
or that segment.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm in a different spot. You've got some RNG in here.
What?
Or am I not supposed to be in a different spot?
I'm still watching the title screen right now.
Hold on, I'm just gonna take.
Well, just to point out to everybody in the chat, this game is still very much in development.
Yeah, like I
Also,
said,
this is
he
not
just-
a brand new build.
This was
so,
just sent to me today.
yeah.
Oh,
Actually,
that's not supposed to happen.
Oh, there we go. I'm back to here. Okay, never mind. Oh,
How-
that might have had to do with my resizing of the screen.
how far into development are you with this game? Like, do you have an idea of when it's going to be done?
Well, it's been like about a little more than a year since I've been working on it. 12 months, I guess.
Just yourself solo.
Yeah, I mean like 12 months. When I say 12 months, like actual working time, like because I had to take a few months off.
Yeah, that happens. That happens. And how much longer do you have? Like, how much more work is the game going to need?
It's gonna, like, I've gotten it to the point where I was talking about the map maker earlier, and the whole point of having that map maker was so that I could design puzzles very easily and just switch out the pieces and then switch out the tile sets like easily. So the rest of what I would have to do is just plug in those tile sets, and then I'll be ready to make a bunch of content. It's the same thing with the enemies. I've been designing like a modular enemy system where you can just combine a bunch of different behaviors, and all I would have to do is make a bunch of different sprites for
Ooh, that's
each
really interesting.
enemies. So what I have planned is to just have a lot of enemies. Link's Awakening had easily over 80 enemies, and a lot of them were actually really simple. But for this game, I kind of want to have a wide variety of enemies with a lot of different actions, and I kind of want them to challenge your setups. Like as you see right now, you have a main weapon, and there's 4 item slots.
Yeah.
And the thing I was going for with these item slots was you'll be able to mix and match different items, and they'll be able to give your weapons secondary effects. Like I have this, well, you have the traditional bow which shoots a single arrow, but if you have this other item, it'll let you turn that bow shot into a 3-way bow shot. And then on top of that, you can get something that increases your firing rate. So then you have a bow that shoots in 3 directions and has a faster firing rate.
Okay, so loads of interacting and interchangeable item descriptions, characteristics, attributes. That's the word.
Yeah, I was going for like, I wanted you to be able to do some kind of customization with your layout, or your not layout, just the item loadout, I guess.
That sounds great. I'm a huge fan of customizing so much stuff that it doesn't feel like there's sort of one way to do it. Like you can just trade out this for that, and I'm a big fan of stuff of that happening in games, and it doesn't happen enough.
Yeah, it's just like I wanted to just have a deep kind of combat, like how do I put it? Just where you can approach all these enemies in different ways. Just multiple ways to play through this game. I mean, right now, what we're all watching is just like a combat prototype, I guess. And I just wanted to show off like the different kinds of items I have so far, and there's a bug right there. That pop.
Yeah. I'm gonna ignore any bugs that I come across, because I mean it's not why we're here. We all know that it's an in progress game, and even so, nothing's perfect. I'm really enjoying this. I'm really enjoying. It's very satisfying to just whack people with this.
With that screen shake going on. I actually watched that one Vlambeer video.
Oh my
just
gosh.
The art of screen shake, and I was just like amazed at how much just a little screen shake can add to the game. But my plan for this game is just to continue on making more dungeons.
So do you see it as, are you going to get to the point where you have a major storyline, or is it, I mean, I can definitely see it going as a gameplay-driven game, or if you want to put in like a huge story, then you could do that as well.
I mean, I don't really want to focus too much on story. I mean, like, the stories I write are... It just feels like it's a whole nother part of development. Like,
yeah.
I really don't have all this time to work on everything. Like, right now I'm doing the art for this game and all the programming, and it's a lot of work. Like the amount of time is just immense that you just need for all this asset creation. But hopefully, once I do get those assets, I'll be able to plug them into the map maker and just make content. Like, I'm finally getting to the point where I can make content now, because I just finished the map maker, kind of.
Yeah, so you have a sandbox thing, and so this is literally just people making dungeons for each other and sharing them about.
That might be the plan in the future. I mean, I do want to kind of work on that map maker to the point where people can actually share their dungeons. Like, everything in this dungeon right now is you can recreate everything in this dungeon in that map maker. Like, if I just gave you that program that I made, and you can just like make everything that you see that you're playing right now. And like, all you would need to do is just switch out some tile sets and you'll have a whole different level. So it's a pretty simple, well, not simple, but it's like a pretty easy for me way. It's pretty easy for me to make maps this way.
Yeah, well, you've made yourself a tool to make whatever you want with. Oh man!
And then one of the bigger ambitions I have for this game is that with the map maker, I'll be able to program the game itself to make like procedural generated maps. I've got kind of a prototype which is actually in the sandbox mode. So if you ever get to that, you can mess around with the procedural generation in there. It's really simple, but it does prove that concept that I can make procedurally generated maps. And so it'll kind of be like stepping into the roguelike territory, but like a really dumbed down version of it, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But with like more focused on combat, I guess.
No, that's totally roguelike. I mean, one life and random generation. In my opinion, that's the two core things of a roguelike, anyways.
It seems to be the modern take on the roguelike since it's reached popularity in the last year or two.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. You know, every definition is going to start adjusting. You just roll with it.
That's a trap.
Right?
You trapping trapper. This is great. I mean, you could do anything with this, but it's very satisfying. I've already collected so many items. I'm having inventory management. Wait, you can drop items, can't you? Yeah, see, I'm the kind of person, I'm never going to drop an item. I got a magical rod that shoots fireballs. Oh, okay, we got to equip this.
So yeah, there's that. You just put that fire rod, and you've got the bracelet, which allows you, it kind of gives you a chance to shoot an extra fireball out if you time the hits right.
You have mana up there, and then stamina for like rolling, dragging.
Yeah.
I think this is just a trap. Sweet. So I want to know more about the. You said that you have a bunch of different. Yeah, I did level up. I'm not sure. Do you have something for leveling up in the game yet?
Oh no, not
just
yet.
Increase your stats, probably.
Yeah, it's just increasing stats right now. Like, I wanted to, in the future, have it so that you can kind of choose from 3 base stats, like strength, intelligence, and dexterity, which will affect how your weapons are used. And kind of wanted to do some kind of skill system as well. But it's all in the future. I mean, like all these things that I do want to add, it is a lot of stuff, and it's really easy to get carried away.
Yeah.
So I'm just like taking it one step at a time.
Oh no! Oh, that is a mean trap. Oh, gonna block it.
I think I see.
The
I
4
can tell
arrows that
which
shoot out
trap
of
you
you.
went to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy. So sorry, what I was saying before, you have enemies with modular, so they, as well as just a number of different item kind of stuff. You have enemies that you have actually sort of AI attributes that you can assign, you can pick and choose and put in multiples into an enemy.
I can mix them all up, and the only thing I would need to do is just create new sprites, and then I have a new enemy.
That's really cool. And you could eventually build it to randomly do that if you wanted to, like you were saying with.
Oh yeah, I could. I mean, just give it a few random attributes, and you get some crazy enemies that way. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just going for a lot of heavy gameplay for this game. Just like I'm really fond of action games, and that's where this game is headed. It's like I guess it's like a dream game of mine. Just
To make
like
something that you can play and
Yeah.
just love playing, yeah.
So, in the current stage of development, I know that you have an indie a DB page. Is that pretty much the only place people can go to get information on the game?
No, you can check out. I have a Tumblr, and I post updates on my game as well as other games that I like. And then I have my Twitter. Posting links to in a second.
!game will get you the links to that, where there's a bot set up for that.
I feel like we had trouble finding some of the information, so.
Oh, it's the thing is I just changed the name of the project. It was known before as Spooky Quest.
Project Spooky Quest.
Yeah.
Was that just a throw together?
A working title. Yeah, a working title. Like this game actually wasn't. I didn't plan for it to be this long into development. It was just like a month kind of thing, and like when I finished the demo for at the end of the month, I was like, I can go further with this, and so I just kept working on it, and like I would just give it to people, and they'd play it. They tell me they liked it, and
yeah, people are saying you should definitely put this on a green light. Maybe, I mean, I'm not the one to say when, but at some point do so, please. Everybody seems really.
I'm just waiting for the right time. I mean,
yeah. Fair enough.
I've working on top of this actually. Like, this is my game I'm working on part-time. Like, I got a full-time job, and so just
Yes, that is the life of an indie dev until something absolutely amazing happens.
yeah.
Basically.
But yeah, it's let's see, we've covered the items. I just want a ton of items, and
You're gonna need, for me at least, you're gonna need some more inventory space. That's all, because that's gonna fill up. I never drop items. I just problems of a pack rat gamer. Oh, I have to hit these probably.
well, I'll make sure to have a storage for you.
All right, thank you. Like a little pack rat, a little pet unicorn that follows you around, maybe, and can hold your items for you.
I don't want to pets. That might be a little much.
Just like for my build, that's all.
Just your build.
Yeah, that's it. All right. Should I continue on here, or would you like me to? Oh wait, no. There's. Oh, I have to hit the last one here. Should I go to the?
The sandbox.
The sandbox.
You're almost actually to the boss. Just keep going.
Oh, okay.
You hit that third switch and then just move up.
Oh, the boomerang stuns them. Uh-oh. He's grabbed me. He's grabbed me. Okay. Yeah. Uh-oh. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Chop all the grass, get all your health back. Little secret down here, maybe.
So I was actually hoping to get this game out this year,
This year.
but
All right.
it seems, yeah, it just seems like it's a lot of things to work on.
Just a warning that based off of our own experience, just Calvin and I over here, feature creep is the easiest thing to do in the game of your dreams, and
Yeah.
the most probable outcome is that you will never finish the game, and that it will just continue to be not quite right forever. So I would just personally, based off of my own mistakes, and with just not just me, Calvin too, he's bad.
Making mistakes.
Yeah. But I would really recommend keep coming up with a scope and really sticking to it. Like really stop and think, this is like what is really important with my game? What do I really, really connect with? What do I really, really want to get across or do? And when will it be done? And then say no more at some point, because otherwise it will always be more. We could literally keep developing Legend of Dungeon for another 3 years.
3 years,
Easily.
a couple decades, please.
No, but like, realistically, 3 years before, like, we just couldn't probably afford to anymore, actually.
Yeah.
But just because I think this game has a lot of promise, it shows a lot of potential, and I would be really sad to see it
Lost
not
in
get
the
finished.
lost in the void of unfinished games.
Yeah, seriously.
I mean, I really like working on this game.
Mm.
It's-
That's awesome. That's like the best part.
Yeah, I'm pretty like excited just to be showing it to everyone. Like, this is actually my first big like gig, I guess, and it's pretty exciting just getting people to see the game.
I think what's more exciting is everybody loving it, which, I mean, hey. All right, let's do this boss here. I'm gonna win all the things. Oh yeah. Oh, this sword is awesome. Question about progress. Guys in the chat, go for it. Give me all you've got for questions. I'll pick and scout out.
So
Is it gonna be an
the
armor
armor
system?
system, I think I do. I will work on something. I've been thinking about it, like having armors that kind of give you a little more, either to your stats or abilities. It'll kind of work in the same way that the items do. Like right now, I got 4 slots for the items that you can use, and then I was planning on having some kind of armors that will kind of do the same thing, but they'll just increase stats, I guess.
Oh my gosh, this boss fight is insane. It's like, what? Right.
I mean, these bosses are they're one of my earlier bosses. Like, I have this trouble where I tend to make things pretty difficult, but I like that. I try to actually balance it and make it so that you can actually avoid these things and win. But There's a lot of balancing that needs to be done.
Okay, so give me a tip here. What's the best way to go about beating this boss?
Just
Oh, just running around and smack him. Never mind. I think I've got it.
yeah, go run around.
I gotta go
light
ham.
torches, so
I just gotta go ham
you
on
could light
these
some
guys.
torches and kind of see what's going on.
Lighting torches is.
It'll help you kind of
Uh-oh.
see
Uh-oh.
where
Uh-oh.
attacks are coming from.
Blood 2.
So this game, I do want to turn it into kind of a rogue-like game, but
Mhm.
I don't want it to be like too deep into it, I guess. Because I've played roguelikes, like Dungeon Crawl, and there's just a lot of stuff, and I don't think I can get that kind of complexity with this kind of battle system, because that's the kind of game where you really need to take your time and make decisions, whereas this game is just a lot of reflexes and just reading the situation and positioning yourself. And as for controller support, the game
already
already
has
has
it,
controller support.
Yeah. You can bind anything to it, we were saying before. Oh, I'm gonna die. Maybe.
So, I'd like to kind of just, if you die again, I guess, kind of go to the sandbox mode where we can kind of show off the item combinations that I was going for earlier.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna die. Oh, no! 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 Oh. I failed. Oh, no, it did respawn me. Okay. Oh my gosh. That is a very interesting bug, though.
Did it just spray everywhere?
Yup. There's... Now it's Toho.
I think it's time to call it a...
This is kind of awesome.
That's amazing. And
I'm
for those of you
switched
who
to-
really like hard games, there you go. Can we leave that in
was
there?
fun.
I'm gonna close it before I die for my own.
Feature.
Wow. All right, let's go into the sandbox thing here. Okay, that's a
Well,
known
Marco
bug though. The
switches
spray.
that up. I just want to say there's like 1,400 people watching this, and for the people that are out there standing outside in the cold on the front page of Twitch,
The cold
come
and
on in
barren
and
front
join
page.
the chat. We're doing game giveaways between each different game and all kinds of stuff. Up next is Rus or Rius, depending on how you want to
You
pronounce it.
pronounce it like you're in a Russian wilderness.
Right,
Rus.
like
Rus.
Canada.
Rus. Yeah, like Canada. We use euros and too many. Anyways,
And the game right now is called Elysis. And,
Yes.
and everybody should come in and just hang out with the devs. The devs are right here. So get in here. All right.
Katie, you're
Right
calling
now,
out people on the front
outside.
page. I'm not sure if you can do that. That's like if
Go
you
ahead
were a
and press-
television program and you said, come to the studio, but then they could come to the studio. Now our studio is just going to be filled with people. Anyways, sandbox mode. All right, so how do I go about this?
Go ahead and press 0.
0. Oh, do I have to have a numpad in there?
No, just and then open your menu now.
Open my menu
You
now.
should have a bunch of.
Oh,
items.
holy jeez. Ooh, I like this.
I think most of those work.
Oh, I want to see this feather. Ah, feather.
Get the and then if you press 3, I guess, a bunch of times, you'll spawn a bunch of random enemies.
Oh, that's cool. Wait, so what does the feather do? Feather that seems to have come from another world. What does the feather do?
It's a sword. It's just like a faster version of that second one that's still left of it.
Oh, I see. Are the enemies spawned? Oh, there we go. Okay.
At your
Oh.
mouse.
Is this
So
a
go ahead
self-made engine? Will it be cross-platform?
No, this is Construct Classic. You can download it right now if you wanted to, and you can start making games, actually. So I encourage it. I mean, just go out there and make games. Contra Classic, you don't need to know any programming at all, and that's exactly where I started. And that's what I meant earlier. Like, it'll help you get the, I guess, fundamentals down, so that when you move on to learning an actual programming language, you can do that easily, or more easily, I guess. So, yeah, go ahead and equip a bunch of items and
my gosh.
test out these combinations.
Ball and chain.
Like,
Magical trinket allows you to shoot 3 arrows instead of 1. Oh, that's the thing you were talking about before.
yeah.
It's massive and known to convert a person's pain into power. So when you take damage, you do more damage.
Yeah, as you have lower health, the more damage you do.
Brain Choke allows you to attack more viciously. I just want all of these. All of these passives. Magical Relic sends its fiery energy into attack. Fire damage, something like that.
Like, sometimes I wonder if 4 slots isn't enough, but then I don't want to have people just managing like 10 different buttons.
The passive enthusiast in me wants to say, like, just make it like 100 slots. Just loads of passive slots. But that's a lot of hectic work.
No, that second bar, that pink bar, is actually an experience bar. And you do level up in this game.
Mm-hmm.
In this demo.
Alright, so let's see this. So I have...
Sorry, Chad, I've kind of been focusing on the stream instead of you guys, but feel free to ask all your questions right now.
Can you wield a boomerang with a bow and arrow? This is important, he says. Alright, it's important. A bow and arrow.
You can have that bow and arrow, you can have the boomerang, you can have the bombs, and you can have the shield all at once.
You can indeed wield a boomerang and a bow and arrow, Horn Hunter, yes.
The tiles, I tried to learn how to make them myself. I try to do all my sprites by myself. Like, I definitely want to get better at making sprites, so I can get past that part where everyone's like, you're just ripping sprites from Zelda. But I mean, it's got its unique style, and I guess I'm trying to find my own style. And I feel like it's just that there's that 16 pixels by 16 pixel limitation where things do end up looking very similar. And
that's kind of what I was trying to say and said poorly earlier, is that it's like, if you give yourself limitations that an earlier, very well-known game has also used, it's very hard to not get compared to them. You did, like, if you really look at this, it's very unique. It is its own thing.
Yeah, I'm trying to do my own thing. Like, I do love the Zelda games, and I did play them a lot, especially Link's Awakening, but I don't want to make just a clone of it. I just want to put my own ideas into it, and that's where these item systems come from.
Oh, I spawned too many things. Oh, dear.
Somebody in chat is asking about customizable sprites.
Customizable.
Something that you might have in the future?
I don't think so. I have no idea how I would do that right now.
That's it. That's my answer is.
That's what your answer is when people ask that? Yeah.
Like,
no idea.
I don't even know how to do that.
So you could check out this one boomerang item. It's it looks like a blue diamond. You should check that one.
The trinket seems to protect you from harm. Or sorry, the strange device seems to fit on your boomerang.
Yeah.
Okay.
Check that one out, and then use the boomerang, I guess. And I think that one's got a pretty cool effect.
Oh, that's awesome. It kills things, it homes in on them, and then it picks up their loot as well. That's fantastic.
Best kind of boomerang ever.
Yeah, so I try to, like, when I think of these items, I just think of these items and kind of just put them in and see what happens. And when I first saw this work out, the boomerang, I was like just laughing to myself, like, that just looks ridiculous. And I just kept it. It was just so great. And it seems like you broke the game again. I don't know if those zombies are supposed to be going that way.
Oh, there we go. I spawned a lot. I kept spawning. I wanted to wreak some havoc.
I think if you press K, it
K?
destroys them all.
It does what?
Destroys all the enemies.
Oh, so it kind of clears the board since this is just like a little playroom kind of
Yeah.
sandbox.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4 is changing that little number up top.
Oh yeah, that number is 1, 2, 3. That determines the enemy.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Like 3 would be a zombie, 4 would be a slime. And
Oh, I can spawn one of everything. And oh my! What is that? What? What is
did you
that?
the eyeball.
Something slimy is flying all over the place.
That was a bad idea. I think I went too high on the number scale.
Too high on the number.
There's bosses too, and
yeah, I think I found
will
every
not be
boss.
Multiplayer.
Oh my god.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Well done.
Wow. Good job
Well
there.
done, me.
Good job, Moscow. You've got a few people asking questions in the chat, like will there be mod support, and asking about the magic points that aren't being used.
Yeah.
What those are gonna be.
The magic points, I haven't really put too many magical items in the game right now. You saw that fire rod earlier, and that was like probably one of the first ones that I've put in. As for multiplayer and stuff, I don't think it's gonna happen with Construct Classic. If I do work on another game in the future and I actually program it, not with something that's just drag and drop, I would definitely think about multiplayer, because I do love multiplayer games too. So far for this game, I've planned an adventure mode, which is like more the traditional Zelda stuff. It's like what you saw in the dungeons earlier, and more focused on puzzles and I guess like more thoughtfully put together set pieces and stuff like that. Like just what you saw in the dungeon today was not very deep, I guess, like not very deep in mechanics wise as what I would like. So I'll definitely be improving on that more as I go. And so definitely there's going to be an adventure mode, traditional style, and then I do want to have a roguelike mode where you just keep going down and see how far you can get, I guess.
Cool. You've got about another few minutes here before we have to switch over to the next game. Is there any last thoughts or things that you want to point people to on the internet or anything like that?
Yeah, definitely. Just everyone follow me on Twitter, and I'll be sure to keep you all updated on the game. You've got the Twitter account right there on the screen, as well as my Tumblr. And yeah, I guess that's it. Thanks for having me on.
Thanks for letting us show off your game. It's
Thanks
awesome.
for making the game.
And making it and putting the things in and oh yeah.
So much.
There will be more, guys. There will be more.
So hit him
I
up
mean,
on
this is
Twitter,
just-
follow his Tumblr, and yeah.
Yeah, like I said, this is just like the stepping stone. Like, I'm pretty much getting set to make a bunch of content. The map maker was the biggest thing, and the next thing now would just be to make more items, make more monsters, and make more puzzle elements. So, if any of those things interest you, just give me a follow on Twitter.
Awesome.
Yeah. Thank you again.